Hi, today is Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017, and this is A Swede Speaks. And yesterday night, Israel's Independence Day started, so I suppose it's over by now, but I would still like to state, my support for Israel. And it's even more important in these days, I think, when anti-Semitism is on the rise again, both to the left and to the right, and with Islamic immigration to the West, to Europe, and to Canada and the United States, is also an increasing force in the Western world, where it just reinforces old anti-Semitism that's been hiding mostly on the left these days. It used to be the National Socialists, and there are not many of them left, but there are a few. But that's digression. In this video, I would like to greet Israel for being a successful nation, and I would like to tell you why I support the State of Israel. I have told you this before, but I'm going to tell you this again because I think this needs to be restated. And first of all, I support the State of Israel because it belongs to the Jews. Because God promised that land to Abraham and to his descendants through the line through the promised son Isaac and his son Jacob. So I am actually going to quote the Bible now. One moment, please. In Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 till 3, it says, "Now the Lord had said unto Abraham, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed." However, if we put the theological reasons aside for a while now, I just wanted to start with this, but if you put them aside for a while, there are also other reasons to support Israel. For instance, we have these reasons. Israel is a democracy, is a wealthy and prosperous nation in a troubled region. It could be a model nation to other countries in that region. They could learn lots from Israel. And the Israelis didn't get this for free. They arrived in Israel about 70 years ago. Some arrived during World War II, actually. And most of them were poor. They really had nothing. They have worked hard to achieve what they have now. And as a conservative, I believe in nation states. This includes a nation state for the Jewish people, as much as for any other nation, for instance, the Swedish, Russian, French, Japanese, or Kurdish nations. And let's not forget about the history. Israel is a safe harbor for the world's persecuted Jews. And you know all this talk about the Palestinians, and yes, the Palestinians have suffered. They have ended up in some kind of limbo because no one really wants them. The Arab countries told them to go to war on Israel, and if they lost, they would take them in. But they didn't do that. Instead, they let the Palestinians live in between of everyone. At the same time, Jews have been thrown out of Muslim majority countries in many cases. And where are they now? They are in Israel. Jews left Europe after World War II because they found out Europe isn't safe. Where are they now? They are in Israel. Jews are leaving France and Sweden this very moment. Where do they go? They go to Israel. And why should Jews not have the same right as any other people to live in peace and safety within secure borders? And also, if we look at it from an outside perspective, Israel is the first line of defense against Islamic terror. Israel has been warning Europe for decades what might happen with the European migration policies, how Europe has not been awake to the rise of Islamic terror. And Europe hasn't listened. The Israelis were right. And by the way, even the Quran, a book that I don't hold in very high esteem, but even the Quran tells the children of Israel to settle in the Holy Land. And it does so in a surah called the Night Journey. It's Surah 17, verse 104. And it says, translated into English, "And we said after Pharaoh to the children of Israel, dwell in the land, and when there comes the promise of the hereafter, we will bring you forth in one gathering." So what more is there to add? Even Islam supports Israel, even though the followers of Islam don't. They should really, sometimes they actually should read their own book. And Israel made the desert to flourish. For a long time, they were the only country in the region that didn't have oil, and they were still the richest, the wealthiest, the most prosperous country, even though all of the pressure against it. Well, now they have found oil, but they have yet to get it out of the ground, and they are considering whether they should just let it be in the ground. That's really an interesting country. Israel is a true blessing to the world. And I would just like to say, Shalom, and God bless Israel. And that's what I have to say about this on this day, the Independence Day of the State of Israel. I would like to thank the people who are supporting this channel through prayers, through Patreon, through PayPal. That's greatly appreciated. And if you like this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Please share my videos on social media, on Facebook and Twitter and whatever. My YouTube channel is slowly reaching 1,000 subscribers, which I'm working for, and I want your help with this. And if you got something to say, feel free to comment. If you like this video, please like it. And also, of course, I would also like to encourage you to support this channel. And I will include all the necessary information in the box below. This is A Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.